Genoline Ranki Bis A2D Financial Ratios Formulas. First is the current ratio is equal to current assets over current liabilities. Quick ratio is equal to current assets minus inventories over current liabilities. Average collection period is equal to accounts receivable over credit sales divided by 365. Inventory turnover is equal to cost of sales over average inventory. Next is fixed assets turnover ratio is equal to sales over fixed assets. Next is total assets turnover ratio is equal to sales over total assets. Debt ratio is equal to total debt over total assets. Next is total debt equity ratio is equal to total debt over total equity. Time interest earned ratio is equal to earnings before interest taxes over interest charges. Next is times fixed charge earned ratio is equal to earnings before interest and taxes plus lease payments over interest plus lease payments plus before tax sinking fund plus preferred stock dividends before tax. Gross profit margin ratio is equal to sales minus cost of sales over sales. Next is net profit margin ratio is equal to earnings after tax over sales. Return on investment ratio is equal to earnings after tax over total assets. Next is return on stockholders' equity is equal to earnings after tax over stockholders' equity. Next is price to earnings ratio is equal to market price per share over current earnings per share. Next is market price to book value ratio is equal to market price per share over book value per share. And next is payout ratio is equal to dividend per share over earnings per share. And last is dividend yield ratio is equal to expected dividend per share over stock price.